Welcome to Always Moving Forward with Renee.
Moving forward.
Good afternoon, and thanks for inviting Always Moving Forward with Renee into your home. As you gathered, I am Renee Ross Bowers, and my co-host today is Sharron Steele. This is the day that the Lord has made. I rejoice and be glad in it. I thank the Lord this afternoon for waking me up this morning.
Yes.
For making it available for me to get in my car and to get here to be with all of you.
Yes.
I thank the Lord for my ears to hear, because what's important that we be coachable. And when coachable, we got to hear. My lips to talk, my nose to smell with. But I could go on, and some of you know I can. But I am so thankful for life, health, and my strength. God just keeps on blessing me over and over again. I just want to say thank you, Lord, for all that you've done for me. So out there in TV land, if any of you need prayer, or you just want to let me know that you've watched the show today, give me a call at 313-657-5556, or you can email me at gwealths111@gmail.com. Is that all right?
All right.
Okay, and I look forward to hearing from each one of you. 1 Chronicles 16th chapter 34th verse says, "Oh, give ye thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever." Forever.
Yeah.
Okay, my co-host Sharron Steele here, she's no stranger to the show. She's been with me several times. Sharron is a holistic healer. She's an author of a new book, Distracted, Denied, Delayed, but I Have Destiny. Now, isn't that a name?
Yes.
Now, isn't that a name? And I want each one of you to get that book. You hear me out there in TV land? I want you to get that book. Sharon's going to tell you about it. But Sharron hails right here from Detroit, Michigan. So let's give her a hand, those of you in the audience. So Sharron, tell them a little bit about your book, and then I want you to introduce our guest speaker today.
Well, a little bit about my book, Renee. The book basically comes from a standpoint, I had a big turn in my life.
Okay.
And that turn made me realize what my true purpose was. So it goes into depth of how I was being in the body of Christ and the things that I did inside of the body of Christ. And I wasn't whole, even being in the body. But when this situation happened, which, like I said, I don't want to get too much because it's in the book, it made me, I came to a deliverance point. I came to the end of myself. But I also realized why I did the things I did, because of having such a dysfunctional childhood. And we walk around as appearing to be functional, but a lot of dysfunction. So the war was within myself. So I had I was a person that suffered with depression. And a lot of people in our community, people of color, don't like to talk about that. We don't think that we can get outside help, or to get, we live in an environment where we think it's normal, but a lot of people are living abnormal. Right. And I realized that when my deliverance came, that I can look now and see this is not normal behavior, but we have conditioned it to be normal, but really it's abnormal. So in the book, it really just talks about how I came from such a dysfunction, generational curses, but I overcame that when I came to the end of myself.
Amen.
So that's my book. And today, affectionately welcome, and I just thank this gentleman for coming all the way from the ATL. And
That's Atlanta for those of you who don't know.
I abbreviate everything, you guys.
Okay.
He came all the way from Atlanta just to come and to let Detroit know that there is opportunity to be financially free. This gentleman is a documented one of the pretty much top 10 investors in the United States.
Wow.
This gentleman is documented as a millionaire. So this gentleman is my business partner. This gentleman is also the husband of Renee Leakes of Real Housewives of Atlanta. He is also a friend, and I'd like to introduce my friend, Gregg Leakes.
Wow.
Come on, come on.
Wow. Wow. Let me stand up on that. Wow. Yes. We have him all the way from Atlanta, like Sharron said. Right here. And what is he coming here to do?
Empower us.
Empower us. How?
Financially.
There it is. So, wow. Sharon, I mean to tell you, you get yourself just in. She out.
She pulled it off.
Yes, she did. Yes, she
Straight out
did.
of the A.
Okay, he said, Gregg said she took him straight out of the A. But you know what, Detroit? With that type of introduction, I know we can do better than what we did. Come on, let's give it up for Mr. Gregg Leakes. All right. Okay, Mr. Leakes, believe me, it is a pleasure and an honor to have you here on the Always Moving Forward show with Renee and me sitting right next to you.
It's mine.
You know, it's a pleasure. But audience, what we're going to hear today is going to change lives. It's going to change lives, like Sharron said, financially. So are you ready, Detroit?
Yes,
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
All right then, Gregg, you're going to teach us about Bitcoins, am I right?
I am.
Okay, that's what he's
Along with
going
my
to do.
associate James Cambridge at the end.
Okay, all right, that's Mr. James Cambridge on the other end.
Let's welcome James.
Right. Oh, okay, Detroit, let's welcome James. Welcome to the D. All right. But you know, before we get started, because I know you're anxious to just tell us about it, I just have a few questions for you. I know the name of the company, the club rather, is MLS Bitcoin. And I don't want to get into your presentation, so if that's one of the things you're going to talk about, just say, Renee, ask the next question.
Okay, Renee, ask the next question.
Okay, I'm going to ask the next questions. Okay, this is one that someone called me from Vegas, and she said, I want to know, what can you use Bitcoins for? What can you buy with Bitcoins?
Renee, ask the next question.
Well, I'm running out.
All of that's going to be covered.
Okay, well, tell you what. How about him just going on doing his thing?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so you got the floor.
I got the floor. First of all, let me say thank you for having both James and myself. It's very humbling for us to be able to sit here with you, to stand in front of you. We know that it's not by anything that we did. Everything comes from above.
Yes,
So
yes,
we accept the blessing to be able to be here, the servantship. But I wanted to tell you that my wife has been traveling, Renee Leakes, Housewives of Atlanta, the Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, God.
Yes, yes,
The original.
yes.
The OG. She's been gone for about 8 days, and she flew in last night. I stayed home with my son. And she flew in and got in about 4:30 this morning. I left the house at 5:30 this morning. So we haven't seen each other in a number of days. And I say that to say that if this were not important to me, I would have cashed out. I would have had to come up with something and say, let's just do a Zoom meeting. Rather than James and I both taking the times from our families and going through the expense and this weather to get up here.
Yeah.
But it's important enough even if we speak to one person. You see, it's like eating an elephant is one bite at a time. Before you know it, you don't consume the whole elephant. So, I wanted to say that I was coming because Sharron invited me to come. She's a woman of God. I felt her spirit, and God told me if I just wanted to go, He would make a way. All I had to do was want it, and He would take over. So I wanted it, and so we are here. And I humbly thank you both for
Amen.
having us.
Amen.
But we were going to talk with you, and we're going to do it somewhat unorthodox, because based on the audiences that I stand or sit in front of, some I will give a whole corporate presentation to, and then there are others that I feel so comfortable I can just talk to you.
All
I
right.
just really just want to talk to you.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. I joined this club about 8 weeks ago through the invite of a friend of mine, Rod Brown. Now, Rod has been involved in multi-level marketing opportunities, one after the other. And I used to just go with him because he's my friend. I got to the point to where, don't call me no more about none of them things. I got drawers of tea, lotions, potions, don't call me about nothing unless you can sell some of this stuff. Because I got thousands of dollars worth of it. And he said, well, this time I don't have anything to sell. And I looked at the phone to make sure it was him. Because you always selling me stuff. Now I don't have anything to sell you. I said, well, do you have anything to give me? He said, well, I got plenty to give you. So Rod came over. He told me about the club. And I said, okay, Rod. Just sign me up because you're Rod. Never really had any intentions of getting into this. Now, I must say, and I'm going to pick it up as quick as I can, but this is important. This is the foundation. So can you bear with me just a minute?
Yes.
I need to lay the foundation. I've always wanted a way to bless other people. That's the only reason I'm here. You see, I accepted my servantship years and years ago. And in my prayers, I pray that others always be before me. I'm not important. Put others in front of me. Whatever your prayer is for me, I wish it 1,000,000 times for you. And I want you to get it before me. See, I learned to live off a little, and when you ain't got enough, God make it more than enough.
Amen.
You see what I'm saying?
Ah,
He fed a whole nation of
Yes,
people
sir.
on a 2-piece fish dinner.
That's right.
So I know he can do what he do.
That's right.
So, I really wasn't planning on getting involved in it, and we had stopped traveling, and Rod was just on me. Please come to this Saturday meeting and listen to the founder of this company. I ain't coming to no Saturday meeting, man. I've been traveling. I'm tired. I went. Didn't even tell him I was going. Just showed up and went in, sat at the back, and I listened. Now, all the while, I'm a spiritual person. Talk to God like I'm talking to you. And I'm praying on the way, God, you know, if there's some kind of way you can give me this time back, because I know I'm going to go out here and waste it. And God and I just having a ball going up the highway. We laugh, we talk. It's real to me. After I heard that meeting, I did two things. I came out to my car and I prayed and I thanked God with tears in my eyes. That's the first thing, because I had asked him for something that would not only bless me, that would impact other people's lives more importantly. He had given it to me. I tried everything. And I told God, I don't want to be signing up no more with no power legs, no bank legs, and I don't want no more leg lords. The two you gave me is enough. I don't sign up with no legs. So this was no legs. I thank God profusely, with tears in my eyes. The second call I made was to my wife. I said, I finally found it. Well, she's heard this about 10 million times before. And she said, okay, you found it. I'll see you when you get home. And I was expecting her to be just joyful. Let's talk. Let's chit-chat. You done found this too many times. So I said, I'm going to go home and be quiet about this. I'm going to really dig into this. I'm going to really give it the due diligence. I'm going to really give it the effort. And that's what I did. As I read more and got more in it, God revealed more. And that gave me the sense that I'm on the right track. Because see, I can be led to the promised land. I ain't gonna be led to the slaughter. Because he opened my eyes to that.
Yes.
Nor can I, think about this, nor can I sit with you people and ask you to be a part of something that I'm a part of and it goes awry. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna be all over the news, not you. And not only am I gonna be on the news, it ain't gonna say Gregg Leakes misled you. They're gonna drag my poor wife in there. Nene Leakes' husband did it. That's what's gonna happen. And if you watch the show, I'm a champion at protecting my wife.
Yes.
So I don't let nobody mess with my wife, my son, or my dog. You ain't gonna do that. Do whatever you want to do to me. You ain't gonna bother them. And so I didn't ever want those headlines negatively impacting my wife. She gets enough stuff thrown at her anyway. It slides off, it don't stick. And so I got more into this, and I talked to Rod, and Rod had been in it for 8 weeks, and I said, Rod, be honest with me. You're only talking $300 was the enrollment fee at that time. What have you done with this? So you just want me to go along? Rod, I made $18,000. I said, show me the 18. I'm from Missouri. Show me, Rod, where you made $18,000. He pulled out his phone, and there was rows and rows and rows of deposits. I said, okay, I'm really interested now. So I told him, let me do a little due diligence. Let's go to lunch tomorrow. And I'm in. He picked me up. Now, we're on the way to the restaurant, and I'm wrapping this up. I know y'all bored.
No,
I'm
no.
wrapping this up. We're on the way to lunch, and I don't eat seafood. And so it was my time to pay for lunch, because Rod paid last time. And so we pull in Pompano, and I said, dude, this ain't fair. He said, what are you talking about? I said, you don't eat seafood. You come in here and eat $100 worth of seafood, and I'm going to eat $2 worth of chicken. You know, why you come here? Why you couldn't go somewhere else? He said, well, I got to take for seafood. I said, Rod, I don't think I'm paying for this. You can go to Burger King and get you a fish sandwich or something. I ain't paying for this. But we got to keep the bill fair. I was fair to you. So we sitting in the car just joking and laughing. I hear ding, and we talking ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. And we still talking ding, ding, ding. I said, Rod, is something wrong at home? His fiance is Jeanette. I said, Jeanette and your daughter okay? He said, let me check. He looked, he said, whoa. I said, what's wrong? We need to leave? He said, no, man, I just got paid.
Wow.
I said, you just got paid? He said, yeah, from Bitcoin. I said, what'd you get, $3, $4? He said, look at this. I cycled in level 1, starter board, level 4. He made $9,000 while we were. That's my story with Rod. That's the first time I saw it work. I can touch it. I can see it. It worked. So I said to myself, get in this. Let's get busy. I turned 5 starter boards, and you'll understand this as James gives his presentation. I turned 5 starter boards in 2 weeks. I turned the first one in 3 days. I said, God, I'm going to see if this works. Give me strength. So I enrolled with my little $300. In 3 days, I had $900. In 3 more days, I had another $900. 3 more days, I had another $900. 3 more days, I had another $900. That happened 5 times, just like that, over $300. So I said, well, I ain't got nothing in this. I done got my money out. I already know how to spend the Bitcoins if I want to do something nice for my wife, or buy my dog some breath spray, because his breath is horrible. But I got a way to do what I want to do with it. It was real. So I'm not the type of person that where I want to go to my friends every time I see something. I don't do that. I get approached 1 billion times a day, and my wife, about invest in this, do this, I wrote that, come see this, do this. We can't. We just can't. We appreciate that you think enough of us to bring it to us, but we ain't got but so much time. Ain't nothing gonna take away my date night with my wife. Once a week we date. Ain't nothing gonna take that away.
Excuse me just 1 minute. My husband is in the audience. Did you hear that? Okay, you can go right ahead.
Let me just talk to you.
That's back to you. Did you hear that?
All you guys out there, if you're not taking your significant other on a date every week, don't have to be same day. You don't have to be nothing fancy. We'll go get a popsicle or we'll go get a 5-star dinner. We're going to get that time. So I need that time. So I take my wife on a date every week. I take my son to lunch or dinner once a week. Ain't nothing getting in the way. I spend one afternoon with my dog. We walk and we talk. He don't think in the house, don't talk back. So I look forward to that. So those things happen religiously in my life. That's going, I don't care where we are in the country and the world, them 3 things happen. And so my family respects me enough to know that I have a morning ritual. This has to happen for me no matter where I am. I thank God for opening these eyes before these feet hit the ground. When I wake up, oh God, thank you. I don't care what kind of day it is. You have blessed me to go through it. So I ain't worried about it. I ain't going alone. And then when my feet hit the ground and I get myself together, I go downstairs, I get my cup of coffee. My family knows this. Until he gets his coffee and his prayer, don't even say good morning. He'll bite your head off. I will. I'm a bat. I don't even like me. I walk by the mirror and want to choke myself. But I get my coffee, I go on a patio or to a private place, I pray, and I thank God excessively. And I ask him to reveal to me one thing, how you want to use me today. Here I am, send me. I want to be used. How you want to use me?
Yes.
But I know if you put me in there with some big lions, you done gave me some big tubes to fight them with. I ain't worried. Bite me, you ain't gonna kill me. You see, I'm gonna heal. And so I have that ritual. I pray, I drink my coffee, then I'm good. I'm human. I can come back and do what I need to do. And so that's the way I start my day, and they respect that. Getting back to this club, I wanted an opportunity once I saw it, and I went back to the Lord, and I want to stop and clean this up. Now, there's a lot of people out here doing the devil work in the Lord's name. I ain't one of them. So I want to separate myself. I am not one of them. I got a myriad of angels behind me now, with Gabriel leading the charge.
Amen.
So I ain't him. I come in God's name. You understand? So make sure we get that clear right now. But I asked God to show me a way to impact the lives of others, and in doing so, you would change my life. And he showed this to me. And what he showed me was a way to get into something to where a person enrolls one time and they never ever have to go in your pocket again. You will never spend another dime. You cannot spend another dime. And the reason you can't spend any more money, we don't have anything to sell.
That's right.
We don't have any services to sell. We don't have teas, lotion, potions, salad, shoe cleansers, acne cream, feminine hygiene product, car wipe product, dog biscuit. We don't have nothing to sell you. So once you become an exclusive member of our club, you are done with money. Now the Bitcoin, MLS Bitcoin Club operates on Bitcoin only, meaning that in order for you to enroll in the club, you have to enroll using Bitcoin. All of your payments to your wallet or your personal account is paid to you in Bitcoin. But it's also giving you a US dollar value next to the Bitcoin amount, so you'll know how much money you have. Now, at any time you see any Bitcoin amounts in your wallet, that's your money. You're able to walk away with it. You're able to do whatever you want to do it. No human hands will touch your Bitcoin profits in this club. There's not a person who's going to do anything. It's all automated. Secondly, it's a system where it's governed by a stock, a Bitcoin that goes up and down. It is a real, tangible stock. So you're not putting it into inventory that you got to put in your house that you got to turn over. Sally didn't make it to level 5. Bob didn't sign up 8 people. She didn't do this. He didn't do that, so I don't get my bonus. Don't work like that. It's not a multi-level marketing opportunity. As you come into our membership club, every member is at the top of their particular level. There is no middle, there is no bottom. We all make the same amount of Bitcoin, so there's no advantage to me to do anything to you. We make the same money. As a matter of fact, what James and I are doing here, we don't get a dime for coming. We don't make anything off of your memberships. We don't do anything. Every member is to talk to people like we talk to people. We don't get paid for this. I'm doing this because Sharron is my friend and I got to invest some time in Sharron. Renee is my new friend. I got to invest some time in Renee. Renee Huband, I'm become my best friend. And me and him going fishing together. And so I met a lot of nice people even this morning, a young lady from Impact magazine, and a lot of others. The security was the best.
Okay, all right, let's give it up for her.
She did not just say, go to the second floor. She opened the door and said, come on. And she brought me here. Now, I look at that. That's an extra mile she didn't have to go.
That's right.
But I'm just going to tell you this. It's a club. Let me stop and I'm going to give it to James. Right now, one Bitcoin itself is valued at about $8,000. I'm not using the exact number. So you can get Bitcoin in one or two ways. You can take $8,000, go buy you a whole Bitcoin and put it away, wait on it to go up in value, and sell it and make you some money. Most of us ain't got $8,000. And even if we did, Bitcoin ain't getting it.
I hope you enjoy Always Moving Forward with Renee.
Moving forward.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Vicki Winans, and you're watching Bell Global Network.
My name is Mike Duggan, and I'm watching the Bell Global Network.
Hey, keep it locked. It's your boy D. Hattie watching the Bell Global Network. You know how it is.
Hi, I'm Charlie Langton, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
Hi, this is Martha Reeves, and you're watching Bell Global Network.
Hi, everybody. I'm telling you, everything that happened to me that was good, God did it. I'm Evelyn Turrentine, AG, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
This is Pastor D. Alexander Bullock of Preachers of Detroit, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
This is Bishop Edgar Van of Second Ebenezer Church in Detroit, Michigan, and you're watching the Bell Global Network.
Hi, I'm Bernadette Stannis. You know me best as Thelma from the TV show Good Times, and you are watching Bell Global Network.
Hi, I'm Clifton Davis, and you're watching Bell Global Network.